I can't wait to introduce you to one of the best Transformer characters ever. This video is sponsored by Toyhax.com. Toyhax is your one-stop shop for reproduction decals for vintage G1 Transformers and upgrade decals for your modern bots. Toyhax, making Transformers look amazing since 1999. One of the favorite things that I enjoy doing ever since I created Patriot Prime Reviews so many years ago is showing off vintage figures that some people never knew existed. Case in point, Transformers Thunderwing, one of my all-time favorite Generation 1 toys and one of my favorite Generation 1 characters. Now, a lot of people don't know about Thunderwing because he showed up at the tail end of G1 in 1989, and he is a pretender. He's a mega pretender, which means the shell can transform as well. Now, the pretenders weren't very well received from the original collectors back in the 80s, and even though that's the case, I think the pretenders must have sold really well because we had basic pretenders, small pretenders, beast pretenders, mega pretenders, vehicle pretenders, so on and so forth. But nonetheless, a lot of people just did not know about Thunderwing. He had no appearance in the cartoon. He was briefly shown in his animated commercial. But what makes Thunderwing special is how he was portrayed in Marvel Comics, making his first appearance in issue number 60, where it was shown that he is the new leader of the Decepticons on Cybertron. And then he became obsessed with finding the Matrix, found the Matrix, and then proceeded to beat Optimus Prime with the Matrix. And I don't mean just beat, he beat him with the Matrix. Then, of course, the Autobots defeated him, and that's the end of Thunderwing. And it's kind of disappointing he made such an impact in the comics. I mean, he was a great character. He was maniacal, he was evil, he was obsessed, and then he was just kind of written off. We never really saw another Thunderwing until 2010 when he showed up in the Generations toy line, kind of based on his IDW comic appearance, which was completely different than the Marvel G1. And then we didn't get another Thunderwing figure until a tiny little Titans Return figure. So this guy is due a comeback, and I think we are getting one in one of the new Age of the Primes line or wherever the next one coming up. It's rumored that we're going to get a Commander class Thunderwing. Will he be a pretender? Who knows? But I am eager to find out. So the purpose of this video is I want to show you guys, or reintroduce some of you, to Thunderwing. We're going to go over the original Generation 1 toy. I have the 2010 Generations figure and the Titans Return head that I've added to this awesome body. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. This is something a little different that I'm going to do. And if you like it, I may do some more. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and welcome to Patriot Prime Reviews.
They call me Patriot Prime, showing what's new. Transformers Reviews with a heartfelt view.
Now we'll start things off with 1989's Transformers Generation 1 Mega Pretender Thunderwing, and this figure is glorious. One of my absolute favorite Transformer figures, one of my favorite pretenders. This guy just looks awesome. I think the Decepticons did it so much better than the Autobots because the Decepticon pretenders were all monsters, or in Thunderwing's case, some sort of demon. Bringing him in for a closer look, check out that face sculpt. Kind of looks like a Japanese Oni. You can see the tusks and the fangs. Now, my only complaint with that face sculpt is they have the eyes colored in black, so it kind of blends in with his crest right there. Other than that, I think it looks great. Now, he is missing the back of his head, but that's due to transformation. But as long as you're looking at him from the front, he looks awesome. I love the color scheme with the green, the black, the white, and the gray, the techno-organic look that he has, and he has these awesome, huge blasters. Now, Marvel Comics, they drew him with some sort of quad blaster that I wish he had, but these mega blasters still look really good. Now we're going to take these blasters off. and show you his articulation, which, like every other Pretender, it's just his arms, but he can't do a complete 360 because of the wings on his back. And I guess that's pretty much it for the Pretender shell. I'm going to try to go over these real quick. I do have a full review of Thunderwing if you want to check that out with the link above. So the deal with the Pretenders is Pretenders hide the Transformer inside. So we're going to remove this little gun from his back, bring this section down. We're going to take this whole front piece, flip around, revealing Thunderwing's inner robot. Now, in the comics, Thunderwing never revealed his inner robot. He only really announced that he was a Pretender once when he was fighting Bumblebee, but you never saw his inner bot. So transforming the bot real quick, there is Thunderwing himself. Kind of a generic looking robot, but still looks pretty good. I love the face sculpt. He has a gold face just like the shell. Great looking decals from Toyhax. Very well proportioned. Not a lot of kibble hanging off. Let's give him his blaster, put that in his hand. So there you have Thunderwing all armed and ready for battle. So now let's show him off in vehicle mode. You're going to bring the arms in. And of course the head just fell down. Put the head down. Point the toes. Squeeze the legs together. Flip up these fins on the back. And then you got these wings. You're going to flare out just like so. Take your blaster, plug it in the top, and there's Thunderwing's little jet mode. And I kind of like it better if you left the arms up. Makes it look more streamlined. So let me show that off real quick. I push that fin down. So to me, I think that looks better. So there is the Interbot's vehicle mode. Now we're going to transform the shell, and this is a super simple transformation. But man, does it work. Take this back section, fold it up, bring the whole chest and head up and around, and then this back section is going to fold down and over, just like so. Fold the toes in, and then bring the legs up and around. This is where the flat head comes into play. If it was rounded, that wouldn't work. And then we're going to bring the wings down like so. And then you got these giant blasters that you could put on a couple different ways. You could peg it in like so with the handle, where they hang down kind of like struts, or you can peg them in this way with little pegs on the side. I kind of like this look better myself. So there we have Thunderwing's shell's vehicle mode, and that looks pretty good as well. I mean, other than you got the robot arms hanging off the back, but still looks fantastic. Now the cockpit is a decal, but looks really good. No worries with gold plastic, that is gold paint. Now another cool feature with the Mega Pretender is that the little jet can combine with the shell's jet. So let's remove the gun right here, and I'm going to swing these arms back this time, just like so. Fold these little fins down, and then you see that square peg is going to line up to that square hole underneath Thunderwing's nose. Peg that in. And I like flaring the arms back because it covers up that gap. And I go ahead and leave the wings out. Take your little blaster, attach it here on the back, and check this jet mode out. That looks fantastic. I love that. Like I said, Thunderwing is one of my absolute favorite G1 Transformers, and just tell me that doesn't look awesome. It looks awesome. It looks beautiful. Fantastic looking jet mode. I couldn't be happier with this figure. So now let's go up a few years to 2010 with the Classics Thunderwing, which is based on his IDW look. Bear with me one second. I'm going to transform Thunderwing back so we can compare these two. So if you look at them side by side, I think the Generations design really did a great homage to the original, except for the face. He's got that IDW jack-o'-lantern face. I hate that. Why they went away from that cool demon look is beyond me. I was never a big fan of the IDW look. So hey, let me know. Hit that like button once if you like the demon face, or if you like the jack-o'-lantern face, hit that like button 3 times. So anyway, let's carry on with 2010's Thunderwing. I'm going to remove this giant gun we're going to go to here in a moment. But like I said, he's a great homage to Thunderwing. Love the collar schemes. He's got pretty decent articulation. The arms are on a ball joint and they can move all the way around. There's a bicep bend, there's wrist rotation. Let's see, no waist rotation. Head can move all the way around. I mean, pretty much all the articulation you would expect from a Transformers toy. Now, bringing in this gun, this is pretty cool. He actually comes with two guns, which is an homage to the original. And this time they've got spring-loaded launchers, so he can shoot himself. Wow, that spring, that's the first time I have fired that in years. And it's, there, knock him down. So that spring is very well springy. So you can place one weapon in each hand and give him that G1 double-fisted cannon mode, if I can get it attached. Good Lord. Just shot myself in the face. Alright, so let's get that loaded back up. So now we got Generations Thunderwing all armed and ready for battle. But they did give him a nice homage to the Marvel Comics series where you can peg these two weapons together and kind of give it that giant double quadruple cannon looks. He's got the quadruple missiles on it. So he's got this gigantic gun, just like he had in Marvel Comics. So now let's get this Thunderwing transformed so we can check him out and see what he looks like. So the first thing we're going to do, let's see, it's been a while since I transformed him, is go ahead and bring this nose cone section up. You're going to take the back section here, bring this down and around, flare those wings out. So you've got that going on. Bring the arms down, bring the head to where it's straight, and then the chest is going to actually open up and fold up over the head and hide it. Now there is a Toyhax decal right there that looks like Thunderwing's Interbot. Nice homage to the original Generation 1 toy. This is one of the first Thunderwing or Toyhax sets I ever did. Alright, from here, let's see. You do, what am I missing? Oh, you bring this section up here and you're going to rotate the legs up. Bring the knees back down, so all that hip section folds up in here. Then bring this back down. You're going to kind of get the knees to go up over the chest, just like so. Go ahead and squeeze the feet together. Bring the arms back down. There we go. Take these wings that are flared out, squeeze them in, bring these tail fins up, kind of at an angle, and let's get them all squeezed together here. And there we got Thunderwing. Let's point those guns forward in his jet mode. And he kind of looks like Ramjet and doesn't really have a lot of... sorry about that. My phone actually rang. Anyway, he kind of looks like Ramjet and really doesn't have a lot of... really doesn't look like a spaceship, but still looks decent enough. Now you can attach the weapons underneath the wings here, just like so. You just attach them via those little ports, let's see, via the handle. There it is. Wow, that does not want to stay in. Like I said, it's been a long time since I messed with this figure. Alright, so there is the jet mode, all armed and ready for battle. And he does have another nice little throwback feature. This section right here at the front can disengage. You just flip down the landing gear that I should have showed off. He does have landing gear. And this set will pop out kind of like a little drone. Another homage to the original G1 Toys little jet mode. So I think that's pretty cool as well. So let's get that back attached. And there you go. That is Generations Thunderwing. Now let's bring in 2017's Titan Master Thunderwing. We didn't get a whole new figure for Thunderwing, we just got his head. Now this little guy was part of the Siege on Cybertron set, and I remember when I heard that this was out, I actually tracked this guy and found him on eBay, and I think I paid maybe about $40 for this little figure. And as you can see, he really doesn't look like Thunderwing. He's got a helmet with a mask of some sort. Kind of looks like a knight, but you transform him into his head mode, and there's Thunderwing. Once again, it's the IDW Jack-O-Lantern Thunderwing. So I'm not a fan, but it is Thunderwing. And I think it was a few months later that Nitro Zeus came out with the Last Night series, and for some reason he was a headmaster. The head could pop up but didn't really transform into anything. And thanks to Toyhax, they came up with a decal set to make Nitro Zeus look like Thunderwing if you had this little Titan Master head. Let's see if I can get that attached. These were, with all the modern technology, the original G1 headmasters still attach a lot better. So yeah, there you go. There is the Last Night Titans Return Thunderwing, and doesn't look a thing like the G1 version, but still, that's a pretty badass looking Thunderwing. So I am going to zoom out a little bit, and we're going to get all these Thunderwings in a shot, and I'm going to give you my final thoughts on this great Transformers character. As you can tell, I absolutely love Thunderwing. This is a figure, a character that needs to make a comeback. They did such a great job with him in Generation 1. He made a lasting impact to me reading those comics. And if you have never read Marvel Generation 1, you are missing out. Right now on Amazon, they have those giant omnibus editions on sale for half price. I'll put a link to them in the description of this video. Trust me, Marvel Comics will give a whole new light to the world of the Transformers. So anyway, on to Thunderwing. Great character, great design. I cannot wait to see what Hasbro brings us with this supposed Commander class version. Will he be a Pretender, or will he be based on solely the Pretender shell? And oh yeah, I do want to show this off. Generations Thunderwing has some awesome light piping. I didn't catch that until I was actually setting these guys up for this shot. So what did you think of Thunderwing? What's your favorite version? Let me know in the comments below. Now guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to click that bell icon to get notified when I upload new videos. Also, if you're in any position to help out the channel, I do offer channel memberships, and I have to give a huge shout out and thank you to all my current channel members because it's your support that helps keep this channel going. Once again guys, this is Patriot Prime signing out. Hooah!
They call me Patriot Prime, showing what's new. Transformers reviews with a heartfelt view. Adding stickers, bringing life to dreams. In this small town, nothing's as it seems.